This is just canned cheese. And what I'm doing is I'm going to spread it on this plastic from the crate and have her lick on it for a little bit. Okay, while I show you what I've done. So this is a noodle. Got this at the dollar store. And then I sliced it and I put it on this crate here because there's some metal here and I'm going to play games with her, so I don't want her to run into that metal, because if she does, then that's going to poison my crate forever, because it's going to add a negative association to the crate. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to start clicker training, and if you don't want to use a clicker, I would suggest you do. It goes a lot faster, but you can use the yes word as your marker. So you're going to mark the behavior and reward. So yes, I can say yes, 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 and then treat on this plastic just to get her used to it. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I have enough treats and that I'm ready. And what I'll do is I'll put my treat here for my dog, and then when she comes over to the plastic, I'm going to toss a treat. She'll come to the plastic. I'll click and I'm going to toss every which away. Or I'm going to say yes. She doesn't hear the click. She sits there and she thinks, well, what about this? Oh, should I do a down for you? Well, that's not what we're doing. So I'm going to use my hand to tell her no. So she didn't hear the click. Okay, so you're going to want to practice on that until the dog is flying onto this piece. Now, Pip is beyond that. Pip is 6 years old. She does not like the crate. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use her to teach you guys how to reteach your dog, but the same protocol happens with your puppy. So I would suggest that every time you put your dog into their crate, to maintain that behavior, you're going to want to reinforce it. Thank you, Pip. So Pip lays down on here because she didn't hear the click. And so I'm talking to you, but at the same time I'm watching my dog. So I'm going to go ahead and toss this treat over there to get Pip over there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this tray like a fourth in, and some of them wobble, the bigger ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click and treat my dog, or I'm going to say yes and reward, yes and reward, yes and reward. Try and keep your hand out of your treat bag until after the click or the yes. But you can go into your treat bag while the dog is not looking, which is what I do. Sometimes they're so fast they'll catch me. But right now I am kind of luring her to stay on this mat. I'm using that. I've used a couple of captures when she went to sit and a down on these the plastic here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, get my dog off that tray, put my treat out there, slide this in. She gets close to it, I'm going to go ahead and click her when she's close to it and treat her right on. I'm going to put this treat right on this green thing because I want to desensitize her. So she stuck her head in there. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my treat and I'm going to put it at the end of my crate so that my dog is all the way in, if I can do that. And then I'm going to invite her out. Okay. So I invite her out, and you see I have a mat here. She is mat trained. So I've incorporated the mat into the behavior as well. In your crate. And so I use my body to kind of swing her into that direction, because where does my food come from? Well, it comes from my hands. And so, she's going to follow my hands. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to click and treat her a couple times. I'm going to sprinkle some treats in there just to give me a little bit of a break. And I'm going to go ahead and get some different treats. Now, one of the things that I use is Charlie Bears. My dogs love Charlie Bears. So I use Charlie Bears. And what I'll do is I'll add Charlie Bears to my pouch. And then what I'll do is I'll take a meatball. So I have a meatball here. And then I put that into my pouch. And then my Charlie Bears take on the flavor of these meatballs. It's so much cheaper, and you're not giving your dog, you know, that really high value, you know, to either make them stomach sick or give them diarrhea. So the one reason I like Charlie Bears is because they make a clatter sound. Good girl. Come on, Pip. Pip, Pip. Up, 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 up. Good. So I invite her out again onto her mat. I'm going to give her a couple. So I'm going to push this in a little bit because it wasn't all the way. So I didn't want to do that while she was in there. Of course not. Ready? So I ask her if she's ready. She looks up. She says yes. Since she looked up, I'm going to treat that. You can click anything that you want in this process. Ready? Oh, she gives me a sit pretty. Ready? Okay, in your crate. Good girl. Good girl. Now she came back out, but I'm going to toss my treat into the crate so that she gets the treat in the crate, because the crate is what we're working for. Now she watched me take my food out of my pouch, and so what I'm going to do is, are you so pretty? Good. Good girl. Ready? Okay, good. I'm going to start treating her back here again. I'm going to click and see if I can get all the way around my crate while she's in it. I can click and treat as often as I want. I click through here. So good things happen while she's in here. Okay. Good girl. Ready? Now you see what I did? I got all the way around to the other side of the crate. So it doesn't matter where my body is. So she learns to do her behavior no matter where the handler is. Did you find it? Did you get it? Okay, good job. All right, ready? Okay, here we go. In your crate. She tries that. She's getting a little nervous now, so she might be, you know, to the point where she's overtrained. Yes, she is. Come on. In your crate. Good. So I'm going to go ahead and end my, I'm going to end my session right now because, you know, I think that she's had enough for now. So I'm going to end this session. So this is session number 1, and we'll do session number 2 probably in about an hour. Okay, thanks for watching.